is Jesus. How are you? I'm glad we are here once again. Today I want us to talk about something very sensitive, something that we all feel that we go through at one time or another. It's called betrayal. I want us to demystify this thing to clarify exactly and see whether what we call betrayal is indeed betrayal. Because sometimes what we call betrayal is actually unmet expectations in friendships and in any kind of relationship. Okay, let's look at the definition for betrayal. Betrayal can be defined as trickery, treachery, defrauding, double crossing. Now, if someone went behind your back to bring you down, to spoil your deal, and that person had called themselves your friend, then that's betrayal. What about unmet expectation? If there's something we expected from someone and they failed to deliver it to us, then that is unmet expectation. It may not necessarily be betrayal. In fact, it may be a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. But then we cannot break relationship based on unmet expectation, because in any place, in any relationship, there may be unmet expectation. People cannot fully meet our expectations. Sometimes we look for things from people, things that only God can provide or can give. The expectations we put on people that we ourselves know very well we cannot even meet them. That is why Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 17 says, "Cursed is the man who put their confidence in another man or trust in their flesh for strength." For example, if you have gone through a hard time, you have lost a loved one, or you're really going through a very important relationship has broken in your life, and you expecting the person you consider your best friend to be there for you, to comfort you, to do blah 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 for you, and they are not there. You see, you go through a double pain. Why? You've lost someone, then you feel betrayed, but that the person you expected to stand up for you is not there. But you can avoid that. How? By not really putting your confidence in people. The comfort you need when you are going through a hard time first should come from Jesus Christ, having a relationship with Jesus. Then now we agree that we are relational beings and we need people around us. Now at that point we bring in friends. But what if they are not there to come through for us? The fact that we have Jesus and our confidence is in him should give us satisfaction and joy. Problem comes in when there's a mismatch between where we want people to be or who we want them to be and where they actually are or who we want them to become. So what we have basically said is communicate your expectations to your friend. Let them communicate their expectations to you so that you help others love you better as you also are able to love them better. The danger of unmet expectation is even those who fell out of the faith were once frustrated because of unmet expectations. I was watching a Christian movie of a professor and a young scholar who appeared before a court of law. The professor was an atheist. The young scholar is a believer. And the professor says the reason he broke out of the faith is because he once so believed in God, but it got a point where he lost his wife and his children in some unclear circumstances. He was lonely. Friends could not help him. There was no one there for him, and he felt, if indeed there is God, why would he allow? And if he actually is as good as people say, or as it is said, or as the Bible says, why would he allow me to go through this kind of pain? And at that point, He gave up his faith and became an heathen. But thank God, because by the end of that court presentation, what do I call it? Or the trial, he was able to break down and see indeed there is God who is all loving, and even in the valley moments, he still remains to be God, and he is good. He doesn't change, and he was able to come back to the faith. When we are frustrated with unmet expectations, we can do things that are not and that are unbecoming. At that moment, it is good to sit and reflect. Is this betrayal? The professor must have felt betrayed by God, but then I think it is his expectations that were actually not informed by the truth of the word of God. So if you are there and you lost a friend because you felt they betrayed you, go back, reflect. Did they really betray you? Or is it just because that they failed to meet your expectation for them? If it is expectation, you can go back to them, build the bridges that were broken, then start afresh by communicating. Communication is very important in any kind of relationship, to avoid unmet expectations and to even avoid feeling betrayed. When we do that, we will be happier and we will manage more workable relationships. God bless you. See you in the next video. Thank you.